Autobot is coming with another video review. This time we're taking a look at Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Lockdown? Revenge of the Fallen? Isn't he an animated? Oh well, what are you gonna do? It's a nice little touch that they're taking a very popular character from the animated line and giving him a movie feel to him. I really like this, and they're kind of tying this in with Ratchet and having him have a... You can't even see the thing there. Have him have a little rivalry thing with Ratchet, which is kind of neat. You know, it's a play off of the animated series, and I kind of like that. I really like the face on him. Very nice looking. Very bounder. I mean, the eyes really are nice. I don't know if you can see that very well, but really cool looking eyes on there. Lockdown was hired to hunt down and destroy the Autobot Ratchet. Why? Who knows? And that's what he aims to do. Once he's accepted a contract, nothing short of total deactivation can stop him. His services don't come cheap. Lockdown has never lost a target, and he doesn't intend this to be his first time. So very nice. It says Hunter Car Mode. Very nice looking design there. Engine converts to weapon. Sure, does that sound familiar? And he's got his little claw thing there, so fairly nice. Nice specs right there. So here he is. Very cool looking nest on there and everything. So there's Lockdown. Let's get him open and see how well he compares to the animated version of him. Okay, so here we have Lockdown out of his packaging and in his hunter vehicle of death and doom. It's a I'm a shark. Okay. You know, looking at this now out of its packaging, I'm really not as impressed with it as I initially thought. I still like it. I still recommend it. But I don't think it's as good as the alternate version, animated Lockdown. I really do like the way the animated Lockdown looks in his vehicle mode, although it's not put together. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm crazy right now. Very nice looking, though. I like the way this one looks. One of the biggest problems I have is this is like a really dark, poopy brown color. Maybe not even poopy. I don't know, but it's brown. Whereas this one is a nice black color. It's kind of like a matte black color, I suppose you could say. I don't know. I really like the kind of ruby red windows on this guy as opposed to the orange windows on this one. I don't know how well that's coming across, but also the ruby red headlights as opposed to the orange headlights. I like the way this sits lower, and then even this is more of a sparkly silver color, which I like a whole lot more than this just regular dull gray. I mean, it's a nice looking vehicle mode. Don't get me wrong, I like it. The back looks, I think, oop, put that up. That looks more hot rodish. This guy does. I mean, you choose. I mean, I like the bigger engine on this. The smaller engine is more realistic, I suppose. You know, and this is based off of a cartoon. This is more trying to look movie-verse. But I just really... I'm preferring this guy. He's an overall nice vehicle. I mean, he rolls fairly well. Nice spikes and everything, except the spikes on here are made out of a rubber, just so, you know, you don't poke your eye out and stab yourself or something. But nice Decepticon logo right up there. Overall, fairly nice. You can't really see too much on the bottom, but sure, it's okay. So, to transform him, take this thing off, and you'll notice that you got the little peg right there, which this will peg into a weapon, and it's very reminiscent of the animated version that has the similar peg. So come around here to the back, separate the side panels a little bit, and then you can lift this back section, and you loosen everything up. Oh, rotate these wheels down, sorry. So you have the Back to the Future hover car look. Kind of unpeg this right up here. It just pegs right up on the side. Do that on that side as well. Then this whole section here where you unpegged it, you take that and you can just pull that back. These little leg bits, you kind of fold these. I'll fold them like this. I don't know why I like it. I mean, you could leave them completely extended, and it just looks goofier to me, I suppose. Fold out the feet. Now, you slide them, but this one is really stiff. And I made a stiffy joke in another review, but I'll save you that similar joke. This one is a lot looser. So that, and then fold these little wheel guys in. Take these little arms and you can extend these upward. Do that on both sides. And then this little bit here, you just kind of unpeg that, fold that around, and there's the little, you can't see anything. Why don't you guys tell me this stuff when you can't see stuff? That little thing slots into a section right there in the chest. So plug that right in, and you got his head. Kind of rotate his arms down. This little section right here, just kind of fold this down, rotate his arms, fold out his hand. This side here, you rotate this little bit outward, put his arm down, kind of fold this back and then out like so. And then you can take this little windshield, door shield, whatever, door, flip it around, kind of position his head, spread out his legs. And here you have Lockdown in his robot mode. Very nice looking robot mode. I really like the way it looks and the way it transitions from an animated figure to a, kind of straighten that out, there we go. Transitions from an animated figure to a movie-verse version. You can take this little engine and you can slot it right into a hole right there. And he's got his little EMP generator on that arm. Overall, it's a decent looking figure. And in terms of his articulation, his head has all these joints on here. And I'm going to try and show this off. You got one lower one right there, and then another one. And then this little head bit also, like if you hold all the other two, this head also will rotate. You can not see what I'm doing. You can extend his head all the way up like that, and I just think it looks really goofy and giraffe-ish. So I keep his head kind of plugged down a little bit. Fairly decent looking light piping on here. I'm going to try and show that off. There's his head, the light. You can kind of see it, maybe. Oh, maybe. Well, I'll just use the light from my thing. Kind of. You can kind of make it out. Overall, though, really nice looking face. I really like. Very mean looking sculpt on it, combined with the fact that he's got this really creepy hand that's made out of rubber. It's like rawr, it's creepy, but overall fairly cool looking. In terms of other articulation, so his head does that, his waist doesn't do anything, but his arms are on a ball joint that really is very loose. At least this one, the ball joint is very loose, so full range of motion. Bend at the elbow and it rotates because that's on a ball joint as well. The hand can move in and out as part of the transformation, and like I said, very soft rubber. You probably don't want to stab with that. Kids will, die or something. Same thing with this arm. And he's got another big hook, which is also big rubber piece. Back and forth, in and out. This leg is kind of hindered. If you look on the back here, flip this around, because it's not very, what's the word where it's the same thing on one side as the other? I forgot. Symmetrical. There we go. Because it's not symmetrical, you got some, problems here. It can't go very far in and out, whereas this one can go all the way out like this. This one is kind of hindered. You can roll the wheel back, but it's still hindered by this extra bit of plastic there on the side. The knees are all over the place. You can go in and out, and then the feet a little bit. Overall, really nice looking robot mode. Like I said, nice transition. Looks very creepy. And I'm going to set him right here, and I'm going to show him off next to his animated counterpart. Okay, so here you have him next to his animated counterpart, and as you can see, based on how I have his legs positioned and his head, animated Lockdown is still actually bigger than the Revenge of the Fallen version. Now you can poke his head up, and you can straighten out his legs some, which I think just look worse. And you can make him taller than him. I just think it looks better. I like the legs positioned this way. I think it looks cooler. I like the bent knee look that a lot of these Revenge of the Fallen figures have. There we go. But overall, there you see the differences. Very nice looking, though. I prefer the robot mode in this as opposed to the vehicle mode. This version is robot mode's very accurate, kind of to the way the cartoon looked. I think this one just looks better. So kind of a bit of a, you know, I'm torn between the two. So let me get this guy out of here. And I mean, overall though, there he is in his robot mode. Very nice looking, very movie looking, and I think that's fantastic, and I think it works perfectly for this figure. So to transform him back, again, fairly simple. You just kind of position everything, get the arms back, take this little gizmo off, and actually, forgot to show this. You can take, this is the EMP generator from Ratchet. It can plug in there, and I mean, it kind of sticks out because of the, oh, and his arm comes off. Kind of sticks out because of the handle thing, but I mean, it looks fairly nice with this figure as well, so you can do that. So throw that off to the side. So just rotate this, fold the hand up, just like so. Take this little chest piece, unplug that, rotate that around, and plug that in the back of his neck. Creepy. Alright. Fold these little bits out, fold that down, and you slide that back in. Do that on this side as well. Plug them together. Maybe. Will you please plug together? Alright. There we go. Push it in there. There. Nice. And you kind of fold that down, and then you can fold this back down and around, and kind of, you can see where the car is going to start coming back together. These arms, though, these arms are so fiddly. I don't like them. I'll keep the wheels folded down, and then just kind of position this all the way around. You got to rotate this bit, the door window, whatever you want to call it. Rotate that back like so. This will kind of slot back, and you can position this. Line everything up, and this will peg in the right up in there. It'll peg. Kind of push that in there together. Very good. Oh, fold that down. Get that out the way. Okay, now you have this one here, and then you just fold this back as well, and that will line up. And then you can peg that in there. Fold this little bit down, and make sure you get all the tabs lined up. Oh, what happened there? That was terrible. All right, there we go. Fold this back down. You have the Back to the Future hover car thing going. Fold these. Engine. Can't have a car without an engine. And there you have Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Lockdown from the Nest line. Back in his vehicle mode, it's got to push everything in there to... There we go. Overall, like I said, nice looking vehicle mode. I prefer the animated one, but I do like the robot mode on this more than the animated one. So, very nice looking. I do recommend them. Go to Toys R Us, go to Walmart, whatever. Pick them up, buy them. Enjoy them because I said so. So until next time, guys, this is Autobot. I'll talk to you later.